The morning sun cast golden streaks across the quiet streets of Cleveland, Ohio, where Ethan Brooks ran barefoot through puddles on his way to the high school library. He carried an old backpack stuffed with notebooks, sketches, and dreams bigger than the city skyline. Ethan's family wasn't wealthy. His father worked long hours at a factory, and his mother cleaned offices in the evenings. Money was scarce, but hope was not. From a young age, Ethan loved engineering machines, designs, inventions. He would spend hours dismantling old radios, computers, and clocks, trying to understand how they worked. But life, as always, wasn't easy. High school was brutal. Teachers told him his ideas were unrealistic. Peers mocked his dreams, calling them childish fantasies. He failed his first major engineering exam. His confidence shattered. He sat in his small room at night, staring at the ceiling. "Maybe they're right," he whispered. Yet, every time despair tried to anchor him, he remembered something his father once said. "Son, it's not about the odds, they're always against you. It's about how badly you want it and how hard you fight for it," and fight he did. Ethan began waking up at 4 a.m. every day to study, sketch, and design. He applied to engineering programs, many rejecting him. He applied to competitions, many failing to accept him, but he didn't stop. Every rejection fueled his determination. Every failure taught him a new lesson. In his junior year, he entered a national engineering competition with an innovative project, a solar-powered water purification system for underprivileged communities. Weeks of sleepless nights, countless prototypes, and dozens of failed experiments led him to a solution. But at the final round, disaster struck. On stage, his device malfunctioned. Water didn't flow. Judges frowned. His heart sank. Some students cried, some walked off the stage in shame. Ethan felt the sting of failure sharply. He wanted to quit. He wanted to hide. But then he remembered something his mother told him years ago. "Your dreams are worth the struggle, Ethan. Never let one moment define your journey." He faced the judges calmly, explaining the design, the purpose, and the improvements he had planned. He showed diagrams, prototypes, and simulations. His passion shone brighter than the failure itself. The judges were impressed, not just by the invention, but by his perseverance. Ethan didn't win first place that year, but he won the respect of mentors, engineers, and sponsors who would change his life. College wasn't easier. Scholarships were limited. Classes were challenging. Competition was fierce. Yet Ethan kept going, often working part-time jobs to pay tuition while dedicating nights to his projects. During his sophomore year, he started a small engineering startup from his dorm room. People laughed at the idea, a 20-year-old with minimal funds trying to build a company. But Ethan refused to give up. He remembered the nights he cried over failed experiments, the times he was told he couldn't, and the promise he made to himself. He would not quit. Years of struggle followed. Prototype after prototype failed. Investors turned him down. Friends left, thinking he was chasing an impossible dream. But perseverance is a quiet, powerful force. By the time Ethan was 26, his startup created a breakthrough technology, a low-cost, efficient energy storage system that could revolutionize renewable energy use. A small article in a science magazine caught the attention of a major investor. Soon, partnerships formed. Factories were built. Jobs were created. Communities thrived. And the boy from Cleveland who once ran barefoot in puddles was now a visionary shaping the future. At the company's 10th anniversary, Ethan stood before a crowd of engineers, students, and aspiring inventors. The CEO of a global energy corporation asked him, "Ethan, what's the one secret to your success?" He smiled, looking at the audience. "I failed. A lot. I was rejected, mocked, and often alone, but I never gave up. Every failure, every rejection, every sleepless night, I embraced it. I learned from it. And I kept moving forward." That is the power of never giving up. The audience erupted in applause. Among the faces, Ethan saw young students staring at him with hope in their eyes, just as he had looked at the sky when he was a boy in Cleveland. That night, as he walked home, the city lights reflected in his eyes like 1,000 stars. He whispered to himself, "If I can do it, anyone can. Never stop. Never give up."